Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. I am late as ever. It is the first full Monday of school in my area. So, listen, I tried to have a party, but instead there were a lot of interruptions. And so, yeah, I'm just glad to still be here. Okay. And we are here this Monday morning with the financial, our money, wealth, career, and financial areas for all signs. And as you can see from the title, number one up, first up is Sagittarius. And how we decided upon this is basically how you guys are running the races in all of your videos across my platforms, YouTube with the generals in love, and then TikTok reels or videos as well. Y'all were number one. Y'all took the lead on TikTok, and I want to say I think y'all are taking the lead over here too. So thank you guys for that so far this month. Y'all are helping pull things along, and I appreciate it. So my reward to you guys is to come and give you your reading. Number one, first and foremost, in money, career, and wealth. So Sagittarius, as you can see from the title, your pockets have been robbed, or either you're robbing somebody else's pockets unexpectedly so this year, right? But respectfully, I don't think this is going to come off as a negative connotation for the collective. I think that there is just some unexpected expenses that have been coming up that you hadn't planned for. I mean, shit, do we ever? But I mean, this is not like bills or okay, hence the fact I started this reading with school time. School could be one of the biggest factors that is robbing your pockets. So when I saw that message and I was sitting in the energy, I'm like, okay, this context is not necessarily you getting like held up at gunpoint. Not to say that that won't happen. I'm not wishing that on anybody. But I will say that there is going to be this mysterious disappearance of money mostly this month. And I think this has been a kind of the the pretty much weather of the financial arena for you guys. Maybe the last few months, maybe the entire summer took it out of you. Um, but nonetheless, Spirit said it was a stick up, subliminally though, and somehow you had to give it up. But you were just as willing to give it up as the energies were suggesting that it was being taken, right? So my question is, where the fuck has all your money been going, and what has been chasing the next? What has you chasing the next opportunity that may be costing you something? Okay, and you could be even going through an opportunity at this time that's causing you a lot of financial stress. But nonetheless, like Spirit said, it is one that is wanted or guaranteed to bring you some positive things in the future. Okay, now to the moon, the Seven of Swords. I'm gonna pull one more here, and then I'm gonna go to the other set. They pulled four. Let's see. And while I'm pulling your cards, guys, let me pull your oracle. Let's start there. Ooh, I don't know if that needs to come in reverse, so I'm gonna definitely come back and do both reversals as well as the upright. But before I go there, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, Sagittarius. For those who don't know me, welcome. Or those for those who don't know me and those who do, welcome back to Goddess Divine Reflections. I'm Goddess Divine Reflections. This is your August money, career, and wealth reading. Now, one thing I'm going to say throughout the series: every sign is not money driven, every sign is not career driven, and every sign is not here as a collective to find out about their financial area, right? So, and they're not focused on the finances at the same time, and that's okay. So I'm not forcing a money message just because we're doing Money Week. I am going to give grace to those of you who came looking for financial guidance. So we're going to pull what's actually available and let Spirit take it from there, okay? But those were the initial downloads that came in, and so we're going to kind of question Spirit to see where that came from. Let's go on to your oracle because I don't force the message. I follow it. Spirit sets agenda. I simply listen and decode the messages. So Sagittarius actually said, let's talk about money. Because I'm sure just like me, you want to know what the fuck is happening. Okay? So we got two oracle messages to come up. The container and past presence was in reverse. I tried to. I normally don't read the oracles in reverse, but I'm gonna take this as a challenge to see what this could mean. Now the container, it's saying, "Do not look away, dear one, from the beautiful intangible, the body that you have in your canister, which contains your being, and so should be maintained well. However, who you are is not determined by the container." So this is pretty much talking about your soul within your body. Um, you define who you are with your perspective and ways of being. If you are living defensively in survival mode, is your way of being truly fulfilled? Is it being true and joyous? Perhaps it is a time to stop living based on fear or insecurity and look past the skin to see what light shines on you. Make the choice and commitment to feel safe because you are being guided. Live by the light and feel your inner truth. So, this also could mean, when we pull this card, live beyond the boundary of your body by being true to your mind and heart. Take care of your physical container. I think I talked to you guys about that in your generals. There may have been some physical and or health concerns to come up. I think it was. Did we tell you? Was it you guys that had the right side, or was it cancer? But pay attention to your health this month. Your body is your link with the physical, but who you are is much greater than that, and your being is expansive. So there could be financial matters coming up where you have to pay attention to some health stuff. I'm getting that. But you also had the past and present. And again, it came out in a reverse. So let's see what that means. Now, where is past? Oh, they're in alphabetical order. All right. So in the upright, our tomorrow is built on today, and our today is built on yesterday. However, overall, it is better to live in the now. You now have things going on that are better left in the past, or there are things continuing to take place because something needs to be healed or addressed. There's that healing word again. It is possible that this particular issue is past life oriented, and the healing would involve past generations or past lives influencing your present. Now, that's so significant that when I came back to do tarot, I was coming in to do generals, love, money, right? But I've noticed in a couple readings, I would say maybe about half the readings in the last 2 weeks, there's been a health context to come up, right? And I want to give that area a little grace, more grace than I have, because I don't want to denote or denounce or deny there could be some health things coming up, or feel as though the generals need to speak about that. Obviously, it's coming up in your money sector, Sagittarius, so there could be some health concerns that is what is robbing your pockets. You are going to, I know, be one of those people that save, have money on the back end, have money for a rainy day, but it may be dwindling in the month of August, or have been up until this point, up until the month of August, due to some health concerns. So also, when you get this card, it is a meaning that can mean this issue involves the past coming back to haunt you, or history repeats itself until the core issue is addressed or healed. So I am not going to read this in reverse. I don't feel that this is blocked. I honestly believe that this is open, and I don't mean open like, because blocked would have been perfect, right? But because there are some financial issues, I really believe that they are, like the card and the message is saying, connected to health issues or something from your past. So this robbing energy, either if it's not health related, something from your past, and I don't mean like it's stuck in your past. It could be very well significant to someone. I'm not getting someone more than yourself. Others may be involved, of course, but you've had to make choices with your finances that were necessary. They were undeniable. Okay, so yeah, your pockets have been robbed unexpectedly this year. Respectfully, though, it was a stick up, is what they said, subliminally, and you had to, but you were just as willing to give it up. So don't lose the contradiction. You had to, but you were also willing to give it up. So that's what I mean by it had to be health related. When it comes to the past stuff, that's going to be collectively different for everybody. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But that's what needs clarification. This could involve responsibilities, emergencies, family, children, lifestyle, travel. I doubt travel because we talked about traveling in general. Messages, career expenses. Okay, maybe you are putting out money beforehand. Some of you, if you took your messages, and that's not necessarily mine, but you may have been on the what's the word journey to travel or relocate due to a career or job. I'm getting that the career or job is not paying for it, and you have to put the expense. So there has been necessary spending, is what Spirit is saying. Financial sacrifices you voluntarily made. So these finances. So when we say robbed, right, you might feel like, oh, it's a stick up. Again, it's not something you plan for. And even if you did, say you said, okay, I'm gonna put $500 or $1,500 or $3,000 to the side for this, and then you get into the, the motion of things, and it's like, wait a minute, bitch, we've spent $3,000 just getting to this point, and we still got more to go. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's a stick up, bitch. Like you didn't even expect this. Like you get there, and there's another $500 deposit type energy. Okay. Now, as far as career and opportunity specifically, there's also been a strong focus on career moves. Okay, opportunities directly in front of you that you might be missing, positioning yourself or getting to the next level. And I don't think necessarily that Sagittarius is wrong for prioritizing that, but there was a relationship crossover, but Spirit came through very you. Okay, because the focus on career, money, and opportunity may have caused some Sagittarius to miss another opportunity entirely. Somebody may have opened a romantic door and you didn't jump when they opened it. You may think they're still there. I can go back. I'll deal with that when I get everything else together. But the way this particular person moves, nah, boo. They may not leave that door open. Okay, so I don't want to mix love with business or money and anything like that, but that needed to come out and be said. I can't even remember what your love readings were specifically. You can check those out. They've been posted, but it doesn't say that Sagittarius definitely lost them. We're going to see what the cards speak because everybody's story is going to be different. Okay. All right. But the meditation is definitely question Sagittarius' assumption that they can simply circle back whenever they were ready. All right. So we have the moon. Subconscious, secrets, hidden, obscure, confusion, illusions, caution, dreams. Look for what's hidden. Seven of Swords, deception, hiding, avoiding, scheming, strategy, lies, distance, love affair. Could this be someone you're connected to? Because there's a lot of stuff you don't see. Maybe you do. But there appears to be this energy around the month of August when it comes to your finances, the career, the hidden. That's where I tell you about you don't see the financial burden that may be coming, even though you might feel like, man, they done got me. They done robbed me already. It ain't over. All right. And there is going to be some type of deception or lies, potentially scheming or strategizing on the life side connected to this. You may have someone who come and ask you for money. They may have or be in an urgent need for something. I don't think they will be totally 100 and are honest with you as far as what it's in regards to. But the two that came up in reverse, which was shocking to me, was the Chariot and the Strength card. Two major arcana cards that could have pulled you out of this. This was unavoidable, again, with these cards, because the Chariot is in the upright, success, movement, moving forward, determination, positivity, willpower, self-control, focus, taking action, and love. But in the reverse, that's blocked. So that means that there's a missed opportunity, like they said in the beginning. There's no moving forward more than there's a stagnation potential. You may not be moving backwards, but there is this potential pause or stop. We need to reassess things. There's a lack of determination. You don't feel positive about things. There's not a lot of willpower, and there is lack of self-control in the sense that you're like, hold the fuck up. You're ready to blow. I don't get Sagittarius. I'm thinking of somebody right now, and they're not cussers. But when them cuss words start flying, everybody better fucking move because the cuss word, forget everything else physical, will hit you and hurt you. They're actually stagnant in love too. So what this suggests to me is that There could be something connected to the love arena. A significant other asking you for money may not be a relationship, but someone there, and you're hesitant. And I get this. I heard you say, "Let me think about it." And you saying, "Let me think about it," they already know they got you. Okay? So they're in your pocket. Somebody is. And then when the strength comes up in the reverse, in the upright, this is perseverance, courage, strength, confidence, taming the beast, right? Resilience, compassion, bravery, inner power. But when we have this in the reverse, it's blocked. So there is no perseverance. There is this, like I said, this stagnation energy where you're like, should I go? Should I not? If it's a job, if it's a choice with this money thing, I'm gonna give it to them. Nah, I done gave them too much type shit. Or what the fuck you mean 1,500? Something with that number, okay? And so, this is your strength dwindling in this scenario. If this is a relationship, you're like, you know what? I can't do this shit no more. If you have been the one who have been the breadwinner, right? And that's your role. This person is really taking a lot of out of you financially. Financially, so like I don't know what they are required, but in this season, they're requiring more than they used to. And this is where you're no longer confident, you're no longer taming the beast. Cuss words may be flying unexpectedly, right? And it's not that you're being disrespectful, you're just like, what the fuck? Right. You are not as compassionate, you're not as brave, and the power to no longer enter is out. You're starting to maybe in some instances project that agitation. Okay? Agitation may come from other places, but it is starting to focus on the finance, the career, and the money area. All right. Now, in closing, we have this Princess of Swords, Two of Coins. Yeah. All right. Balance. It does appear you could get rebalanced back. Let's get this final card to see how things in the month. Because look at this Princess of Swords. She got a sword first and foremost. But if you look in the background, hold on, let me adjust my light. They're fighting. And although that's mental energy, that's her prepping for this. So there is this mental anguish from the person who's even coming to you, okay? They don't feel right. They don't feel like they should be asking you, but you're all they have, right? And they're like, look, I will pay you back. I, know I owe this to you, but please, what you're losing in this season is going to be returned to you. I promise. And the thing is, you're not sure that this promise will be upheld by this person. Two of Coins, shared expenses. So when the Two of Coins is in the middle of the Princess of Swords and the Five of Wands, this is confusion. You see, it's a maze, not sure what to think, but it's actions too. So there does seem to be this going forward energy about their promises not necessarily being broken, but not consistent, not flowing, not without interruptions or this maze energy, right? They are going to, it's one of these things where they come back and say, I know I promised you to come on the 13th, give me one more week type shit. So it turns into August where it honestly doesn't look like they'll pay you back in August. I don't like that either. That's bullshit. But shared resources nonetheless. I think they give you something back. I don't think they give it all, but I think they give you something back. Okay? But it also appears that there is this energy of, and I'm going to get my oracle to close. I'm going to close with a blue light oracle. And then we're going to go bring this kid and I'll come back and do the last one or two. All right. So it does seem like you are connected to some energies. And okay, take it how it resonates and leave what doesn't. Let's say that this isn't you giving the money. Maybe you're in position in this particular season, Sagittarius, where you are the one who are in need. And this is you having to go to someone. Now, I don't usually speak about people in this realm of the reading. I usually just wait for love, partnerships, and see how that play out. But I am going to mention the 1, 2, 3 people that could potentially be connected to this financial entanglement, okay? We have the Pisces and or Cancer twice. Well, the Cancer is coming up twice. Pisces, okay, so the moon can be looked at as a Pisces and or Cancer sign. Pisces first. So that's why I said and or Cancer. But the Chariot is also Cancer. So there's this 2 energies connected to Cancer. But the strength is a Leo. So you could have any involvement with one of those signs or no. But when I see the Leo, and especially that sign coming up in the season we're in, this is the energy where this perseverance, this entanglement with money, um, yeah, it's not going to end this month because Leo season actually ends in about another week or two, week and a half maybe. So you're going to still be dealing with this as in at the end of August, right? Where if you owe somebody money or if somebody owes you money, if they paid anything back, it ain't going to be the whole amount by the end of the month, okay? And so I'm shocked by the outcome. Luck is on your side. New moon in Sagittarius. Ain't this a bitch? It's your own moon. But what I get with this is what you gave up, despite it being a lot, you always live in the manner of it ain't all you have, right? So you don't feel totally lost with this money that you had to give, but you are counting those numbers because you want that shit back. That ain't a number that you wanted to gratefully give out. But when it comes to career and wealth, I feel that when it comes to luck is on your side, universe is going to bless you for being that piece or that middle monetary value to someone else. But I also feel like this is about you and legacy and the wealth nonetheless. Forget the money and forget the job, right? We're going to go into career to close because when I see this card that luck is on your side despite all this other stuff, again, you walk into the money conversation different than the average person. This is you understanding that I'm never going to give my last. I'm never going to give what I have as my emergency fund. So you are okay. And that's a good thing. Okay? And I like that for you because I don't live that way. I wish I did. Now, where the fuck is the book to this? I just had it. And when I tell you this is how things have been coming up missing right in my face in my house, it's probably right behind me. And I don't even see it. But anyway, Moon in Sagittarius. All right, pay attention to that time. Not sure as to, and I was looking for the book to give you more definite. Is this it? Nope. When I tell you I dropped my box of tarot cards and stuff is everywhere in that one I wasn't using. But nonetheless, that's me just saying, Spirit say, go ahead and close this reading. Luck is on your side, Sagittarius. I really believe that the money that you had to give out is going to be coming back to you, whether it's through the person or through universe just blessing you. But when it comes to career and wealth, legacy, this is the part that I feel like you've been working on for some time. Even if you're younger, you're one of those people that's always been the focus. Even if this was a McDonald's job or a retail job and you just getting in, you're sitting up there. Your money, I wouldn't say money driven more than you have no, you're not the splurging type of sign. Let me say that, okay? You're savers. And so this career thing, I think, is being brought to the forefront because there's a collective of you who have been faced with a career change. You may be comfortable, you may be complacent, but I find there is going to be a very few that don't have a job or in between jobs, and this may be for them specifically. There is going to be positive opportunities come before the end of August where, whether you take it or not, there is going to be an opportunity that's going to be presented to you. How great it is, that's different for everybody, but I do believe that you are on the right path and our trajectory to build in and put into that legacy. Okay, that wealth. Is it the final stop? No, not at all. Not even if you are one that's sitting in there at a retirement point, ready to retire. You know that's not it. It's time for some type of business or legacy that you can invest in. That's what I got. Okay, so this is your August money, career, and wealth reading, Sagittarius. I hope that it resonates with you. If it has, go ahead and comment below. You know, the reading may not simply be asking how much money am I making, but it may be asking what have I had to give up and what have I willingly given up to get where I'm going. Okay, so check your other placements because their money may be, that area of money may be speaking completely different. But love and light. I'll see you guys in the next video and our reflection. Gimme!